everyone, this is Brittany here with your Art Fill of the Week, and today I'm doing the title page of Leviticus in my Bible. And if you haven't seen the previous ones this year, I am working through my chronological Bible. So I finished Leviticus, and I also ran into not knowing what I wanted to paint on the title page, so I actually started this red because there's a lot of sacrifice and stuff mentioned in this, so I just went with red right away. And then I was like, I don't really know what I want to paint, so I did a little bit more study with the Bible app, and also listening to plus watching the Bible Project here on YouTube to kind of get an idea of this book. And this is my attempt at making the tent of meeting or tabernacle based on any renderings that Google has, and trying to recreate them, since a majority of this book, all these sacrifices and different cleansings that you're supposed to do are because of the approaching and being inside the tent of meeting and tabernacle was so important to cleansing and purifying yourself, creating holiness through these different rules, I guess you could say, to obey God in doing, so that when you approached Him, you were pure and holy. And unlike in the case of, I think it's Aaron's brothers, they did not obey and had dire consequences to their actions of disobedience. And from the outside looking in, this does look like the quote-unquote rule book that a lot of people bring up, that the Bible is supposedly just a book of rules, but that's from the outside looking in. And if you're looking at this as a Christian, it's a way to cleanse yourself, to prepare yourself to be in the presence of God in this situation. So when you're going to be in front of the holiest of things, of the ultimate creator, you want to present yourself in the cleanest manner possible, which, once we go back to Genesis, we were tainted by original sin. So this is a way that the people had to bring themselves in front of God in a way that made them holy and sacrifice so that they could be in the presence of God. Plus there's all these rules specifically for the priests and what they would do as well, which was a lot more than just the believers, and that's outlined thoroughly in this book. So a little bit of backstory to me, and also is something new I learned this time going through. I grew up Catholic. Younger, a lot like elementary school me, pictured the tabernacle as there's a room in a Catholic church that's designated for the Eucharist or during communion, the bread and body of Christ. There's a room designated for that, and that's called the tabernacle. So in my mind, even though there's descriptions in the Old Testament of what the tabernacle is, I always pictured this room that I remember getting a tour of during religious education. I don't remember it being super elegant or anything. It just had the box that had the Eucharist and everything in it for when services happened. I just thought of it as a room, so I'm glad we didn't have to do these kinds of things to enter that room. But I am today years old that I finally connected what was behind the tabernacle of Old Testament versus the tabernacle set up by the Catholic Church. So I feel very enlightened today in my research of Leviticus and the Tent of Meeting. I am getting towards the end, adding all those gold bits onto the lettering of Leviticus, which I did freehand this time. And then I also write out purity and holiness with my white gel pen over top the background, because I felt like it just needed something else to designate what this book was about. And I hope you enjoyed this time with me doing my Bible page. Please like and subscribe for more Bible journaling. I plan to get to Numbers once I finish that book, since Leviticus took a little bit of extra studying. So I'll see you in the next video.